auction really, because obviously it seems like they're quite keen to sell.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely probably would.
Because like property investing is completely different to property selling. Been to 5 agents, got about 4 or 5 different viewings, and 2 of these viewings are off market, and one of them, that I'm not going to say where it is. Don't go steal my deal, but. Them angles, mate, them angles. Right, so today what we are doing is we're just I've been thinking this morning, sorted all that kind of stuff out, getting the headspace right, ready for the day. I actually went into one of the agents that we contacted last week actually. We were putting off a forward for them for a flip deal. It's great, it's like the epitome of the worst house on the best street, so I'm sure you'll be seeing a little bit more of that. Potentially, if we get the offer actually accepted, I'm going to go into the agent and ask him for the keys and to go have another look around, so hopefully we might be able to take you around that later on today. And I've just been on the phone with Facebook as well. I want to start running some ads, like big time want to start running ads, but my Facebook account has been restricted since 2020 when I tried to be a sick entrepreneur and do dropshipping, and I got my account restricted and I haven't been able to get it lifted since then. So yeah, we're going to be going into some agents today, hopefully getting some viewings for properties. Last time we went and did this and we kind of showed people what we do and kind of told them about it and sent them our information back about what we do. We actually got a couple of viewings there and then, so if we do, we'll take you guys along the way. We can kind of maybe show you about some of the stuff that we talk about, some of the spiel that we give the agent, and yeah, we can go from there. And now James is going to pan really sexily through the campus grass into the next scene. Yeah, I think when you're working with like independent agents, it can, unless like the person's like really friendly and really switched on with it.
They don't get the training, they don't really.
Yeah. So it's like it's realising that even though an estate agent, it is their job to do what they're doing and to sell houses and show people houses, they don't understand strategies and property industry, because like property investing is completely different to property selling. Right, so what I thought I'd do and what I thought would be quite interesting for you guys is if I just screen record here, so I'll put my screen up on the screen now and show you that property that we were just talking about in that agency there, and have a look at the actual spec of it and from what she was saying and how we do some DD around it. So it definitely can add some value added to it. It's not amazing, but the property, it doesn't need, it's very, very light cosmetic refurb work that it needs. So obviously we use Property Engine. I'll leave a link to this in the description as well. It's a service a system that we use all the time for finding our deals. When you get a house like this and where the land comes all the way across there, because with planning permission a lot of the time you're not allowed to break the boundaries of what other people have got. So like you can square that off, but you can't just randomly like plant a house like here, or you can't like disrupt the line of like the other houses in the estate and look weird to the other houses in the estate. Like you can always see, always kind of comes across and works in like a straight line like this. So we could technically fill out this space, but because of the way that the land's split, we're not going to be able to do that. But if we was going to look at this in terms of comparables, in what if it was done to a really high standard, obviously like she said, you can't really add too much equity to it. What I tend to be able to do here is if we jump on and we can just have a look and hover over some of the properties that have been on here, and if there's any sales data for any that are close by at the minute, we'll be able to find that. So like 150 grand sold in 2015, sold in 2003 for 35 grand. It's crazy when you look at this, but it gives you a little bit of the idea of a capital appreciation in the area as well. So like that one, I bet this one here is in a right state. Yeah, it's like very, very probate and that kind of thing here. So obviously with that, you know that there's value to be added there, because obviously like I say, that sold in 2023 for 150 when we've got a house literally on the same street that's selling for 300. So whoever's bought that one has got a right deal on the hands there. Say sold subject to contract in 2023 September for 150. So you've got like potential of adding value to these properties in these areas, and this is what we're looking for. This is the kind of projects that we can look for because we want to get that value on there. This one here sold for 2021. Is that, if that's done to a really nice high standard, And that is, yeah, obviously, like, it's really, really nice. These are the things that we're looking for. These are the comparables you want to look for. If we look at that and go, okay, this house around the area is a 3-bedroom. We've got a 4-bedroom here, so we can probably slightly get it a little bit more. But this is on the market at 290, and that's sold at 260. Can we really get that much difference in there? And I try and look within, like, the cul-de-sac and within, like, the half-a-mile area, rather than going out here where these houses aren't really comparables, because it's a different type of estate and it's a different type of property. So they're, even though they're within like half a mile, let's even see, like they're within like, yeah, they're within half a mile of the property of what we're looking for, probably even a quarter mile, but they don't classify as comparables because their build structure of the houses is so different. So we need to make sure all of these things are kind of the same and that all these things are lining up, to make sure when we are doing our calculations that we are going to get a good return on investment. I'm sure in future videos when I'm going through deals and showing stuff that we'll get more and more, and I can show you more where they do have very good comparables. But yeah, I just thought that actually breaking this down and how we do this through Property Engine would be a really, really good bit of advice for you guys. So I think that with these videos and these vlogs, it's not just about kind of property sourcing and getting new properties and that kind of thing. Obviously it's a big part of property, but the actual management and running of it as well, and actually the different businesses that we've got within property is obviously really, really key to kind of show off as well. So one thing that we had been doing recently is Alex, who is heading up our kind of staging business, obviously what we've normally been doing has been like, we've been finding properties ourselves, so sourcing like rent-to-rent style properties, then we've been furnishing them and staging them ourselves, and then we've been managing them through furnished accommodation, our management business, our service accommodation management stuff. So we're trying now to get a little bit more staging work as like one-off jobs, so helping other people stage their properties, stage their essays. We actually just finished one in Wakefield as well, so we'll get some clips of that in now. But doing these kind of things is obviously helping, just providing more services to different people, but we obviously want to be part of the entire process and help people with the whole thing. So I just want to work with good people and use my knowledge around business to build different businesses within the property space, so that when people come to Adam Hindley or they come to me for property stuff, we have a solution for everything. We can source stuff, we have build teams, we have furnishing, we have lettings, we have everything that you need for it. So it's like, whether you want to have your hand in the entire process and do it all yourself, then that's sweet, you can learn from us and you can do stuff with us like that. If you want to do little bits here and there, like you don't really know if it's a good deal or not, but you want to refurb it yourself, then you can do that. If you don't want to do the refurb stuff and you want to let us help you with that, then we can do that as well. So it's just been able to give people the opportunity to be as hands-on or hands-off as they want, or learn about the process as much as they want as well. So especially with rent to rent, obviously that's been our vocal point. We're going big into the BRR stuff now and looking at different ways that we can do it, lease option agreements, assisted sales, buying properties as well, and using investor funding and these kind of things, earn and learn schemes throughout all of that. So we're doing loads and loads of different stuff. So if you guys want to be involved with any of that, there'll be links below this video as well, where you can book a call. You can either co-source with us and find deals, there's loads of different stuff. Have a look below and see what kind of things you want to see. You can see the damp on the walls. I mean, look at the guttering. I don't know if it's just that bit round that room though that's the issue. Like, you look at them walls there, they don't look that bad. I don't know how long that would be in terms of like, I mean, it depends if it's caused in the joists. So we've got the 25 agents. We've got about 4 or 5 different viewings, and 2 of these viewings are off market, and one of them, I'm not going to say where it is, don't go stealing my deal, but that is an absolutely sick property, so potentially that one's going to be sick in it. Yeah, big renovation job. Big renovation job, huge renovation job. Actual conversion, I think, as well. We're not sure whether it be flats or HMO, but...
Yeah, we don't really know what kind of avenue we want to go down, but I think there could be 3, maybe 4 different exit strategies that we could potentially look at on that one.
Yeah, run the numbers on each and we'll see where it's going to go, but that'll be sick. I'm waiting on one more call from the auction house for one of the viewings that we've got next week.
And then we're waiting to hear back for another offer that we put in from last week, which is another off-market property.
And the last agent we went to, they actually said that they've got another 2 that is going through kind of like getting keys and getting stuff, and they're going to show us them before they come to market as well. So going in is powerful. Yeah, instructed, that's the word, isn't it? Instructed. Yeah. Going into the agents and speaking to them is powerful, but yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah, we're just wondering, like, obviously it was on for normal sale and it's been moved to auction. I was wondering, would the vendors potentially be open to offers pre-auction, really, because obviously it seems like they're quite keen to sell.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely probably would, but with this, normally with our properties, but with this particular one, it is already in a live auction.
Right, okay.
It's in a live auction that went live yesterday, and it will end on the 31st of July at 12 o'clock.
31st, okay.
So you're welcome to put a bid in and see if the vendors wanting to stop the auction.
Yeah.
But it is already in the live auction.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've, like I say, because I've literally like left the estate agents like 20 minutes ago, so I hadn't really had a chance to have a look through like the actual like build costs and things in terms of renovating the property yet. But it's definitely from, because I live around the corner from it and I drive past it every day, and I've just been like, I need to get a viewing on this place. So I went into the agents today to speak about it, and basically I just needed to see what kind of we can do with it, because there is a lot of space with it. Cause it did have an offer on it before, the agent was saying. And do you know much about that area at all? I know that this number's not from.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm actually stepping in for my colleague Sammy, who actually handles this particular area.
Okay.
Today, I deal more with the Kent side, unfortunately.
Yeah.
The agent is going to be the best bet for the area. Otherwise, Sammy is back tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm just saying that it's like the next door looks like it's extended into the roof, and looks like there's space at the back for development side of things as well. But I just wondered if there was any restrictions in the area, or if it was protected in any way, so that it might be difficult to get planning permission, that kind of thing. But obviously you are not going to know that kind of thing if you don't know that much about the particular area. But I will watch this property and kind of keep it close by, and then once I've viewed on Tuesday, I'd be happy to either take another call, or we can have a chat about what my potential offer can be, and I can put that in from there.
Yeah, definitely. No problem at all. We'll always give you a call 24 hours after the viewing anyway, so we'll call you Tuesday. But if you need anything beforehand, just give us a buzz.
Okay.
Alright?
Perfect. Thank you very much. I'll speak to you soon.
No worries. Take care.
See you. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
So this property, this bungalow, I've driven literally like, it's between where me and Lily live versus where her parents live. So we drive up and down that road all the time, and I've seen it, and it's very, very like probate, very run down. So there is room to like add value to it. And some of the properties in the area, this is a 2-bedroom bungalow, but 3-bedroom bungalows like jump up in price massively, like in over like the 300 mark. So if you can get permitted development to extend at the back and add another bedroom to it, or just to add a little bit extra to it, I don't want to go up into the loft, because then it's not a bungalow anymore. It takes away that kind of uniqueness of having it all on one floor and the accessibility of having it all on one floor. So that is almost more valuable sometimes. So I'm going to have a look into the numbers of this as well, and we're going to see what we can do with it. But it's these kind of things of where it's supply versus demand, and I've seen in terms of bungalows that when your property is on one floor and you've got everything on that one floor, the accessibility actually gives you more value than extended into the loft sometimes. So I don't know, I've seen that in the market myself, and I think it's something that I'm going to potentially work with. It might be something for people to consider if you are looking at bungalows and stuff as well. Don't always think about going up, but can you do things to the back and to the sides under permitted development rather than actually needing planning permission for them as well. But today's been so productive, and we've got like so many viewings, we've got so many people, got some good contacts, and we booked about 5 or 6 viewings and different things.
Yeah, something like that.
So, but yeah, it's more about kind of just building relationships and sitting with the agents and sitting with people. So, going to see how things go. You guys should be updated. We want to try and do a video like this. It's a little bit more like a day in the life, vloggy style thing. Today's obviously been one day, but we're going to try and do it over maybe multiple days. Maybe take you on these viewings next week and kind of show you a little bit more of the process and that kind of thing. But the whole idea of this is showing our journey, showing what we do, but getting you guys, if you do want to invest, to work with us as well. So if you guys are wanting to invest in property, you're wanting to take the leap into that kind of thing, then there's going to be a link down below. You can watch our training on the strategies that we use. It's called super rent strategies, which we primarily do. If we can't do a super rent strategy, we'll try and flip and sell on a property as well. If you want to get involved, you want to learn about how we do it, you want to be an investor for what we do, we do got multiple options for different investors as well. So if you want, hit the link down below to book a call with us, and we can have a chat about that as well. And yeah, this is going to be the start of our journey. I know that we've been very, very sporadic with YouTube videos and vlogs and things like that, and I want to do more and more and more of it. So if you are new and this is the first time you're watching, then subscribe, hit the notification bell, drop the video a like, drop us a comment if there's anything in particular that you want to know more about, any kind of points that you found really interesting in this video, and we will see you guys in the next video.